Welcome to Discovery Garden Pattaya. My name is Hans Fritschi. A few days ago, our largest baobab, suddenly fell down because it had been raining and the ground was somewhere soft. But we decided we had to get rid of some of our trees if this baobab would have fallen down on the house over there. My God. So what we did here, we started to take down most dangerous trees. You know, for instance, these huge palm trees that came from Brazil. We just had to cut them down. In front of the house we took down some baobab. You see they have the potential or had the potential to fall on the road and hit the car there. And they are not as big as the one that fell down near our neighbors, but they in a few years they would be also very heavy. Look how tall they are already. Very tall and now still relatively easy to cut down. Altogether we have to take down about 10 trees, and this is our woodcutter. He lives in the neighborhood and he's a very talented man. I mean, you will see how able he is. He just climbs up the trees and then cuts down the branches. Wow, here the baobab still falling down, and this is relatively easy still. These are not yet the giants he will bring down. 3 baobabs are standing in front of our house and could fall down on the road. Here you see a big one that actually already had some fruits. Unfortunately we have to take it down. What a pity, but it's so dangerous. They are really several tons heavy, and if they fall on the roof of somebody and they are at home, then the home not only is kaput, but also the people are going to paradise, as the Thais say when somebody dies. He goes to paradise. Well, consolation little bit, but it's a nice saying, going to paradise. But we would like to avoid to go to paradise. You see, he takes off the shoes, he goes barefooted on the trees, climbing up the baobab without the sawing equipment, but he can pull it up on the rope. Once our 40-year-old woodcutter and master of his trade, I must say, he's 40 years old and he cuts down the outer branches first. You know, he strips the baobabs of the outer branches and going to the essence of the tree, the trunk finally, and then cutting down the trunk later on. But this is a very dangerous job. I mean, he is bitten constantly by the red ants that are here all the time on the trees, and it's really a tough job, and he is very well worth the 25,000 baht that he asked for this hell of a job. Not only is he bitten constantly by the relentless red ants, but I mean, he could fall down any minute. I mean, it's relatively easy on this tree. This is a Pachira insignis, comes from South America. Very beautiful tree. It's a pity we have to cut it down, but if this would fall down on the neighbor's house, wow! Going to paradise by Saban, as the Thai say, or by Nalog, going to hell. Some of our neighbors will definitely go to hell. This here is another baobab. It's the African type of baobab. They are the most mighty ones that you can see in the world, and relatively easy. He makes it look so easy. I mean, it's a hard job. The cutting equipment is these chainsaws. They're very heavy, and he lifts them up, sometimes one-handed, and cuts down the trees. Look at that. Wow, it's just, he is an incredible man and in constant danger of losing his life in our garden. Only a little bit is left of this once mighty tree, and he climbs up. This is about 15-20 meters above ground. If he falls down, well, wow! But he just is clinging on and cutting his way down all the way, piece by piece. This is again the Pachira insignis, beautiful tree from South America, a unique tree in our garden, but just too dangerous if it falls down on the heads of our neighbors. We cannot afford that. I mean, it's just impossible. Only a little bit is left of the once mighty Pachira insignis tree. You see all around, there's the debris. He is up again, he is up and down and cuts, and in between he removes all the trees he has cut down. Now this is the biggest one, the last one that he will have to cut down. It's can you see if it falls on our roof? Not a good idea either, but later on. Now you see again where this baobab came down, and here these palm trees from South America are still standing. They are mighty, they are maybe 12 years old. I grew them from seeds that I brought from São Paulo in Brazil. There, this kind of palm tree is a city palm. You see it everywhere, and maybe it would not fall down, otherwise they wouldn't plant it in a metropolis like São Paulo as a city tree, I suppose. But are we sure? You see again how the way he operates. He cuts off the leaves, the leaves, wow, all the way up there, and actually here everything is cut down already. You see the palm trees have fallen down. They have fallen on our gate. He couldn't direct it absolutely with 100%, okay, and this is what is left of the iron bars of the gate. So now we return to the last one, the mightiest one, maybe 30 meters high. This tree is about 16 years old. I planted it myself from seeds. It's about 30 meters high, called Tin Pet in Thai, which means duck foot, and it's normally not falling down, but this one is now with such a might and such if this falls down, the damage is incredible. So there is no choice left, and you see our good man is climbing up barefooted again. And here the ants attack. You see the ants constantly attack. I mean, just standing by, I am downstairs attacked by ants. But up in the trees, this is tenfold, 20-fold as heavy. And sometimes he sprays some liquid against ants, but this is like putting a drop in the ocean. First he cuts down the trees, the branches outside with a little hand saw. And you see here he takes revenge on the ants. This is all poison against ants, but it doesn't help much. And he is up again, and he has the rope to pull up his chainsaw. And up there he starts cutting down out the branches first. Wow, bang, ooh, falling down. What goes up must go down. And very diligent, very efficient, constantly in danger of falling down. An incredible guy, 40 years old, about 1.50 meters high, maybe 1.55, not much more for sure. And he brings down the biggest trees in our garden sole-handedly. He only, our gardener and brother-in-law, they help him a little bit now with this rope. They try to pull the branch in certain direction. Wow, this went also well without damaging the things around, and very basic materials, but very efficient. Very little is actually left of this once so mighty tree, 30 meters high before, and wow, only the trunk more or less is left. And here he looks after his chainsaw again, and another big piece is on the way down. He is cutting down here now and getting around the tree, all around, approaching the tree from another side, and always he can fall down. Even if he falls down from this little height, he might be killed. And don't discount here he comes. Now they pull and pull and pull. Wow, and another piece is down. Another piece up there is down. I mean, it's almost cut down immediately. The last pieces are left for tomorrow. This should be like a children's play in comparison what he has achieved already. Wow, cutting down trees in Pattaya.
Well, this was it. If you liked what you saw today, please join the Hans Fritschi channel on YouTube or Hans Fritschi Friends on Facebook, and see you again very, very soon.